Hello, welcome to VoiceSync. I'm Fred Ross, the founder of VoiceSync Virtual Network. I designed VoiceSync to be a collaborative virtual network. Are you on the way to the... Hello, everyone. Thank you for everyone that coming out tonight to participate in this live collaboration about guns in America. Thank you. I would just want to thank each and every one of you that are participating in the conversation, as well as the when it replay and you see it on some of the social media, you still could input your comments, any comments that you may have. Tonight we're going live on 3 social media, actually 4 social media. We are going live on the VoiceSync network. And this is live talk, not typing, not trying to keep up with the chat. Just log in at voicesync.com and use the referral number and the access code and become part of the conversation. That's the number one way of doing it. Simply just logging in, and you will see the meeting number posted throughout this presentation, the meeting number and the access code. But just go to VoiceSync with an S.com. You see it right below the screen, below me. You will see that. And we're also going live tonight with we're going live on Facebook tonight. So all my Facebook followers, you have 2 options. You can use the chat, and I can respond to the chat on Facebook. That as you send it, putting your chat in, I can see that as well. And if you want to participate live and be part of the live conversation, simply go to voicesync.com as well, right below me, and go to VoiceSync Live and put in the referral number and the put in the access code and the meeting number, and you can participate in this live collaboration on guns in America. We also going live with YouTube. All of my YouTube followers, come on, be aboard. The same thing apply as I said to the Facebook and as I said to the VoiceSync followers, and as well as we going live on Twitter. My Twitter followers, you also can participate. If you're on any of the social media, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, like I said, you could use the chat to put your comment in the chat, and from time to time during the conversation, I will bring in that chat conversation as well. If you want a live recording of what we talk about tonight, you will have to register on the website, and in your registration, once I get the registration, I would put you in to send you a copy of a live recording of the night talk on guns. So let's hit the format. The format is simple. Anyone can discuss or talk any part about guns, whether it's the new legislation that was in the process of being passed, or whether it's the Supreme Court just released a finding on the Supreme Court, or just your own personal news or your own personal opinion about guns. Either way, this is the place you can talk about it, get it off your chest. Let's hash it out. The killings, anything dealing with guns. Just as long as it's dealing with guns, you can bring that conversation up tonight, and everybody can participate with that. What we do want to recommend for everybody to be respectful. This is going to be a heated up debate, and they're going to be everyone have their own views and opinion. Understand that that's only their view or their opinion. Allow them to speak and get their view and opinion out, and when they finish, you're allowed to react to their views or opinion, or you can give your own view or opinion on whatever you feel that you want to bring to the table in reference to guns. So either these are things that you can, how this gonna work. So as people come in, this is my first night doing Guns in America. So as people come in and participate as part of this this collaboration, we will discuss and bring things up that's relevant to the conversation. So I see that Debbie, let's just start with you. You want to start us off on what is it that you want to talk about and related to guns?
I don't feel that they went far enough with their the proposed bill that they had. The only thing that I am aware that they did was they said that in the future they're going to have to do enhanced background checks for people who are 18 to 21. I don't know that that's going to help anything because the people who usually commit these crimes of mass shootings, they usually don't have any kind of record on file that there's something wrong with them. So for that reason, I don't know that that's going to help. The second thing I think that they're going to do is they said they're going to confiscate guns from people who they deem as being psychologically dangerous. I don't know if that helps because people who are psychologically dangerous, they get their guns from some other source. So how does that help? So I just don't think that they've gone far enough to eliminate the gun violence in America.
Okay, is there anything specific that you would like to, anything specific that you would have liked to add to the bill that you think would have made it stronger or gave it more muscles, if you will? Was there anything specific?
I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I've said before that I think that guns should be banned in America, period. There are plenty of countries around the world that get along just fine without guns. And I think that, if you guarantee the right to bear arms, that doesn't mean you have to guarantee the right for bullets. You don't have to ban guns, you can ban bullets. That will solve the problem.
I never thought of it that way. So instead of being directly targeted on the guns, why not target the ammunition that goes in the guns? And that's where you will know how many ammunition one individual is buying and what would be the justified cause if they all of a sudden start buying a bunch of ammunition. That's a very legitimate argument that maybe that should have been part of the plan in the bill. I never heard it from that perspective, but maybe that would be a legitimate argument.
Yeah, I mean, you have the right to bear arm. You can keep that. I mean, that's what they want. But you can ban, like I said, you can ban bullets.
Right. Just ban the bullets, and therefore you're still keeping a track of everyone that buying bullets. And that's a legitimate argument. Or Limbrick, would you like to share your view on anything dealing with guns, whether it's the Supreme Court today made a ruling today, or whether it's anything else you want to talk about guns and your views and your opinion about guns, or Limbrick? You would need to unmute your phone.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, my opinion on uh, the law that was being proposed, the proposal that was being, I think they're short. I think they're not following the data. Um, I think the data is pretty pronounced. If you look at all the incidents that have occurred over the last 3 decades when it comes to mass shooting, it was all about the age of these individuals that are doing this, and it was all about assault weapons. So the bill, I think, is looking at increasing the age, but it didn't do anything for the assault weapons. So I think that's where um, we need to go. And also the Supreme Court didn't help the cause either. They ruled today that in favor of more people having a right to bear and carry arms today as well. So um, again, my base belief is it's not the guns that's the problem. I think the problem is people again, and I think we need to keep the guns out of the hands of people that cause harm, and that's going to point to mental health. I think people are catching on to how important mental health is, and now we just need to come up with mechanisms that help us identify those individuals. And that's going to be kind of tricky. Somebody could, degrade mentally overnight in some cases. So you're still not going to solve the problem. Like one of the individuals said earlier in the conversation, other companies, other countries don't have this problem, and because they don't have as many guns per capita of people, and that's why they don't have the problem. So this problem is unique to the United States and is not going to change because it's part of our constitutional right is to bear arms. So we're going to have to attack the problem from another angle, and that attack is all going to be about the right guns that people should have, or um, and also mental health. That's kind of where I stand on the issue.
That's interesting. I want to go back to what you said that they need to address mental health. Uh, if they addressing mental health, do you think that would have solved any of the gun shootings that we've had in the last 2 years? Maybe one or maybe two of them, but a lot of them had nothing to do with mental health. A lot of them had to do with people that were just angry for whatever reason, and whether they was just unsatisfied with political issues or religion issues or whatever the case may be. It didn't have nothing to do with mental health. It's just that they had a fight to pick, and they just chose a coward way of doing it and killing up a lot of people. So, do you think mental health, if they had that in the, well, they do have something in the bill for mental health, but do you think mental health would have solved most of these problems?
Well, I want to be clear. At the end of the day, one solution is not going to solve the problem. So mental health alone is not going to solve the problem. That's not what I'm advocating for. But I do think mental health is in the solution to that. I think one of the tool belts in mental health. But I do think you just kind of defined mental health for me. Those people that had issues against, they had, like you said, they had issues against black people or issue against a religion, that is mental health. That's still in the definition of mental health. It's a mental illness, mental health that incorporates all of that. So if I'm mad at a religion, that's something in my head is not right. I'm thinking a certain way. That's in the realm of mental illness. So at the end of the day, I think one of the solution is many, but one of them is mental health.
Okay. So do you feel that if everyone was carrying guns and you was in a restaurant and all you heard is bang, bang went off and everybody in the restaurant have guns and then everybody started pulling guns and just a bunch of shootings start going off, you really not solving the problem. You really creating a problem. I recall, I don't remember the exact case, but in Dallas, it was a motorcycle gang that was in a restaurant, and there was one person pull a gun, and it just was a showdown. Everybody shooting everybody, and they never did get to the bottom of how did it really get started. But it just that everybody was packing, and I think 20 or 30 people got shot up. And some died in that deal in Dallas. I can't remember exactly that cause. I don't have it in front of me, but I do remember that that went down. So, don't you think if everybody was packing guns that we might get rid of one problem, but we creating another one?
No, I don't. I believe if you carrying a gun, you have been trained. At least I have. You've been trained that a gun is for your personal safety. It's not for you to be a policeman. That's not your job. So you wouldn't pull a gun unless you have intentions to kill. And the only way you pull a gun if you have contention to kill is your life being threatened. So someone pulling out a gun, if it's not pointed at you, then your life again. So I wouldn't be, or we should train people where someone pull out the gun, you should safe yourself, not pull your gun out and start shooting, because you should safe yourself up. So people that has been properly trained know just because somebody else shooting, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to shoot. Is that you just need to safe up yourself. Now, if somebody pointing a gun at you, that's a different story. But if this gun's going off, they don't train you just to pull your gun when gun's going off. That's not that. If you're doing that, you're improperly trained.
But a bullet don't have a name attached to it or a body attached to it. Once that gun go off, you won't know whether it's coming towards you or not until you see blood somewhere on yourself, because you don't know where that bullet is going.
That's right. But you wouldn't do that if you train with. That's untrained people that's doing that. I mean, that's just untrained, people that pull out guns and once they hear a gun. Yeah, that's just mean you haven't been properly trained. So part of it is, part of it is to train, train someone properly.
So my take and my understanding is that you feel like everyone should have guns in the open, able to have guns in the open wherever they go, and you just need to be trained properly. As long as you have that gun, you're trained properly. You think that would solve the problem?
Again, there's no one solution.
That's just one of many. You would think that would do something to help solve the problem.
Yeah, so training is part of it. That's another solution. We already talked about several already. Increasing the age of who can buy guns, eliminating the assault weapons, training people that do buy guns, make them have a training class and understand the law before they buy a gun. Those are a starting solutions to the big problem. Again, it won't be one solution. It's going to be several.
Okay, I get that. So, what do you think about that, Debbie? Do you think that that was a reasonable solution to some of the issues that we have, or a reasonable some solution to some of the issues we have, Debbie?
It, well, I believe it's Ord that made that statement. I think Ord is on the right track, but I also think that until the gun problem gets delivered to places like River Oaks, there's not going to be a whole lot of action. Once that gun problem gets delivered to River Oaks, there will be action. It just hasn't hit the right
I don't.
neighborhood yet.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So when they start having killing in River
Most
Oaks,
of the school violence has been most of the violence has been directed towards everyday people, older people, Hispanics, African Americans, children, but you never hear about any gun violence directed towards the rich. And until until there's the rich being affected, the powerful being affected, that's when change is going to come, when it's at their doorstep.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I never thought of it in that term. I know that I am not a gun owner. I don't own a gun. I'm debating whether I should get a gun, and I hear pros and cons on both sides of the fence, whether to have a gun or not to have a gun. But I'm a little bit cautious, and I guess Mr. Limbury addressed some of this. I'm a little bit cautious of pulling the gun at the wrong time and either creating a problem or doing something I will regret later. That's been my sticking point of getting a gun. Been my sticking point. That's been my sticking point right there. But I do think that there's another set of problems that nobody's really addressed yet. One is that there's so many guns already out there. So even if you create a law or change the ruling in the court, none of that address the present guns and stuff that's in the market today. So I think that it is kind of unfair to think that just changing the law or the Supreme Court, I think that would solve the problem. I don't hear number one talking about what about the pre-existing guns? What about the people that's already untrained, misinformed, and still have all these high powerful guns in the marketplace? What about them people? What do you think about them? So that's just my view. And like I say, I don't personally own a gun. At one time in my life, I did, and I was very close of making a mistake that I would have regret the rest of my life. And I told myself that I shouldn't have a gun. And it's been 20-some years ago, and I haven't had a gun in my possession since. I still have the bullets. I haven't got rid of the bullets, but I got rid of the gun. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but that's what I did. So
well,
let's move on.
Like I say, get rid of the bullets. Stop selling the bullets, and eventually you won't have a problem.
I think that's a real good way of looking at it, Debbie. It should make a law on that. That's a good way to look at it. Charlotte Jolivet, thank you for joining us. Let us start with you, Charlotte. What's your view or your opinion about guns? Whether it's the Supreme Court decision that they made today, or whether it's having guns, period, or whatever you want to talk about guns, let's get your view and your opinion about guns.
Hi, Fred. Thank you. I was looking at it's like two sides for me when I'm looking at the how to handle the thing. I believe that America, they make laws for everything. They make laws that 18-year-old can't buy cigarettes. I went in one time to get some something from the store for Ralph, some cough medicine or something, and they wanted to see my license. To see, that's right, to see whether I was old enough. So I think they should put a stipulation on young people buying guns, and then I think they should have some type of way to put on, I don't know, maybe your license or something to see if you mentally are capable of handling guns or something like that. Because most of the time when, like the school shooting, most of the time when you have a mass murder like that or anything like that, most of the time it's mental or demonic activities going on. And I believe that they should heighten the age as to who to buy the gun. And then my second take on guns is that a human being, a gun has never just got off the table and shot anyone. So
repeat that again. Repeat that again, Charlotte.
I say a gun has never just gotten off of a table and shot anyone.
Oh,
So
okay, I see that. I see that.
someone had to do that. Someone had to pick up the gun and use the gun in the wrong way. And with that being said, that simply means that we in the America especially do not have the capacity, I think, maybe to know that the heart of man is desperately wicked. And even sometimes I think if you put a law, the heart is what's evil. And the heart is what's going to pick up that gun. That's what I'm saying. And that evil heart is going to pick up that gun and use it in the wrong way. So there's two things, a law that maybe could enforce better laws, and then the evil heart of mankind. The word of God says that mankind's heart is evil, and the only solution for that is Jesus Christ coming into your heart, changing your life from evil to a born-again person. So I look at it both ways.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting. So they need to get their heart right and get spiritual saved.
More spiritual, yes.
Be able to control when and when not to pull a gun. And that go back to what someone was saying earlier about the proper training. Once you get a gun, you also need the proper training that go along with that gun. And I agree that if you got the proper training that go along with the gun, but I look at it from a lots of different angles. But being black in America, and from my understanding, like I say, I do not own a gun, but from my understanding, when a cop come to your window, you have to let them know that you have a gun in your possession, from my understanding. And if that's the case, you know, we got so many kids that dying just because cops think they have a gun. And so I'm still thinking that maybe we're going to create more of a problem than what we solve. Anybody have a comment on that? Not comment on that one. Okay, let's move it on then. Okay, so let's talk about the Supreme Court. They just opened up the doors of making it not only that you could carry a gun, but you could carry a gun in the open in public places. I thought this is the most dumb decision that the Supreme Court ever made in the history of me following the Supreme Court. And maybe I feel that way because I'm not a gun owner. But anybody want to elaborate on the ruling that just came down about 4 hours ago from the Supreme Court in relationship to not only that they said you can have a gun, but you can have a gun away from your home and you can pack a gun 24/7, and it could be in the open. So it don't have to be. Before, I think you used to have to hide your gun if you had a gun. Now they said not only you can carry, you can have it in the open and carry it. Anybody want to make a comment on that?
I think I looked at it real quick when it first came out today, and it was in reference to New York. New York has banned carrying concealed weapons, and the Supreme Court said that it was that ban was illegal. So that means that anybody can carry an open weapon. I'm sorry, a concealed weapon.
It has to be concealed. From my understanding, it didn't have to be concealed. So do it have to be concealed?
I don't know.
Debbie?
I'm thinking. I think it has to be concealed. I'm not sure. Like I said, I read it real quick, but what I do remember is that it addressed New York's ban on concealed weapons. That they don't allow you. New York was one of the states that don't allow you to carry a weapon in public.
Oh, okay. So you thinking that it got to be a concealed weapon in public? It's not just any weapon. This is a concealed weapon. Ooh, what happened here? Okay, a technical situation. I'm going to a commercial break. So everybody just bear with me. I'm going through a commercial break. Bear with me. I'm going through a commercial break. We had a glitch. So everybody just bear with me. And anyone that been cut off the line, just dial back in and you should have access to get back in the line. So just bear with me. I'm going through a glitch here. Okay. Bear with me. Thank you, Charlotte, for coming back in. I had a glitch. So thank you for calling back, coming back in. I had a glitch on my side. I apologize for that. We wait for some other to come back in. I just had a technical glitch. And so we just wait to have some more come back in the line. I apologize for that. Yeah, that was on me. I had a little glitch. Okay. So Charlotte, and talking about guns, period. Uh, do you think that guns is unsafe in the household when you have small kids, for instance? I know you try to lock them up and keep them in the proper place and this and that, but I hear so many shootings that kids have got to their parents' guns and the gun went off and so on and so forth. So do you think that that would be an issue as well with everybody having guns? What's your opinion on that? What? Right. Yeah, that's right. He said more Bibles than guns. That's a good approach there. More Bibles than guns. That's real good there. Um, so anybody else have a comment, or anyone else or would like anyone else like to make a comment about guns? And everybody clapping for more Bibles in the house. They like that. uh, Anybody else have a comment they want to make? I'm following my comments on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You could post your comment, and I will bring it up on the screen, or you can simply log into the VoiceSync network that and and be a part of the conversation. So, anybody else have anything else they want to say in reference to guns? Uh, Nobody. Okay, I don't see nobody raising their hand. I don't see nobody else making comments. So, we right at 9:11. We supposed to go to 9:30. So, I'm gonna assume that everybody made a comment, and everybody that wanted to put their opinion in have made their opinion. We will have another opportunity to talk about guns at a later date. On Thursday night, every Thursday night, I will have some type of live collaboration every Thursday night. It may be in a different room than this particular room, but you can always come in on Thursday night and share what's on your heart. I also want to let everyone know that I would like you to come back Sunday. Sunday, we are having the prayer, open prayer, where you could either pray for someone or pray for yourself, or you can be prayed for. And that's at 8:30 on Sunday. It's coming this Sunday night at 8:30. So if you choose, you can come in. Yeah, I know, give the Lord a praise. You can come in Sunday night, and you will see some posting on Facebook as well as YouTube and Twitter about Sunday night, where we're gonna have prayer night for America. And like Charlotte said, we could pray that everybody's heart is church, so they don't feel like they have to just run to guns to solve problems. They can just pray about the situation and let God handle it in His time and His fashion, without being quick to pull guns or do something that you will regret. So Sunday night, join us again on VoiceSync Live, and 8:30 Sunday night, and uh, the room we're gonna be in. Let me just switch over here, and I'll tell you exact room we're gonna be in on Sunday night. Uh, Bear with me. So we're gonna be June 26th at 8:30. That would be Sunday night, and the room we're gonna be in is, of course, you can always. We're gonna have the guest speaker, you the public, and the room would be. Here we go. Here, the room would be the meeting room we're going to meet at is 1-858-559. 1-858-559. And you can always stop your screen. When you see this on your phone, you can stop it, and you can stretch your screen so you can actually see the number of the meeting room and the access code as well. So that would give you the room and the access code that we will be in on Sunday, and I will be sending information out on that as well. So that's what we'll be doing Sunday night at 8:30, and meeting number 1-858-559. And so I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on Sunday. Good night, everyone. Goodbye. Be blessed. Debbie, we were just finishing up. It's 9:15. I had a glitch on my end that knocked everybody off. Charlotte came back and we carried it on a little bit further, but we were just closing off. Thank you for coming back. But it was a glitch on my end, and I want to remind everyone, whenever, for whatever reason, if you get knocked off the line, you can always come back in the line. If it's on my end, I will reset the timer so you can get back in. Because lots of the meeting is control about you being in at the proper time in order to come back in to the meeting. If you come in too late, it won't let you in. So, but that's something that we working on. This time it was a glitch on my end, and I rapidly fixed the problem that it was, and so now we're good to go. So, Debbie, you have anything else you want to add to uh, guns that you may didn't get a chance to put in about guns? You have anything else you want to add to it? We still live. We okay, okay, okay. Then, well, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it on all the social media at this time. And everybody that's on the social media, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, as you see this on my posting, if you want to make a comment, the comment will continue to go 24/7, so you can make a comment, and I will bring your comment in on my next meeting we have about guns, if it's related to guns. Like I say, join us on Sunday night at 8:30 Sunday night, and we're gonna have a collaboration 8:30 Sunday night on prayer night. That's the open prayer line on Sunday night. So join us there Sunday night. Queenie, you just come in. I give you a chance to make a opinion or something before we go and related to guns. With the topic tonight was guns. What do your view or your opinion about guns? Yeah, I agree. Someone said earlier the same thing that someone said earlier the same thing in reference to it's just so easy to get outright shootout just because so many people are packing guns. So uh, I think the law, changing the laws would be one part of the problem, as Art said earlier today. just one part of the problem, but I think it's a combination of things to really change the curve on all the shootings we have in America. So I think there's some pros and cons to everything, but I don't think it's one solution going to fix it. And the Supreme Court, I think that they made it worse than by the ruling they made today. That I think is worth. I haven't had the chance to read over the full ruling, but what I have learned about the ruling is that they made it where you could pack openly uh, arms 24/7, whether you're in a restaurant or a church, you have the right to have a gun. And that's the ruling they made today, and I just think that's the bad call, in my opinion. There may be other people that may have different opinion, but in my opinion, that's what I feel. So this is the end, Queenie. We at the 10-minute marks of closing out, and so we're gonna ask everybody to join us on Sunday at 8:30 for open line prayer night, and you will see posting on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter for that as well. So everybody will have a chance to participate in prayer at 8:30 on Sunday night. Uh, so I want to say good night, everyone. Thank you for being a part of this good night. I might bring this topic up again. Like I said, on every Thursday night at 8:30, we have something going on. I got a couple of hot topics. I wasn't sure, but maybe gun night will come back up again. And uh, uh, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again next Thursday and as well on Sunday. Everybody be blessed. Good night. I will see everybody on Sunday. Be blessed. Good night.